The company's pursuit of growth has propelled us to expand the range of components that we manufacture. On the one hand, this required us to automate planning on the shop floor. On the other hand, it was important to ensure that this planning was timely and well executed, and that we could monitor the work of the shop floor departments, equipment, and employees. It was in this context that the idea of introducing the MES system emerged. We also included in the project concept the requirement for real-time information on all production variances, encompassing any operational and analytical information about stoppages on the shop floor workload, and work of the departments. We collect information on actual labor input per component, which allows us to develop a basis for reviewing the planning baselines in the ERP system. As a starting point for implementing this concept, we selected the solution offered by SAP. The Perm Scientific Industrial Instrument Making Company has more than 50 years of experience in developing and manufacturing navigation systems for various applications, sensors and systems for navigation, stabilization, orientation and guidance of mobile objects. The company produces more than 30 different models of gyroscopes and accelerometers, used in more than 45 units and systems for operations in space as well as deep underwater and underground. PSIIMC's products are known throughout the world, in Russia, Europe, Asia, South America and Africa. The company's manufacturing facility produces components for subsequent assembly into finished products. A continuous workflow is essential to avoid problems building up further down the line in the production chain. A hold-up in the production of even a small component can incur a delay in assembly throughout the company, and subsequently products cannot be dispatched to the client on time. Therefore, it is in manufacturing that the main modernization program and new technology are being introduced. One manufacturing section has been chosen to pilot the MES system. There are approximately 35 members of staff in the section. The range of production spans approximately 250 components, or roughly 2,500 component fabrication operations. Since 2002, the company has been successfully using the SAP ERP system, a system for managing the company's resources, on the basis of which key management modules, including a production management module, have been developed. It is this system that is used to plan the work of the production departments. Planning is based on existing contracts and the sales orders generated from these contracts. The jobs arising from the orders are then routed to computers in the manufacturing and production sections. The theory of constraints is used in formulating the production program. The approach is based on ranking the entire list of components in order of the time gap to the completion date for the relevant client department. The SAP ERP planning module formulates a production program which displays the assigned workload on monitors on the manufacturing shop floor and is transmitted to supervisors' workstations. The assigned workload is used as the basis and foundation for operational planning on the shop floor. Preparations for daily planning begin a week in advance. Specialists in the instrument store, the department responsible for providing the instruments and tools, work through the plan which has been drawn up. Their task is to supply all the instruments and tools necessary for the operations outlined in the plan in time for the start of production. After completing this task, the instrument store specialists input information regarding instrument availability into the shop floor planning system. The Manufacturing Execution System, or MES, uses actual production orders for component manufacturing as formulated in the ERP system, as well as orders needed for the production of pilot components. The section manager determines the workload for the daily shift in the MES system, assigning operational tasks to specific operators. The system provides the section manager with information on the current availability of instruments and tools, and offers rating information on workers who have previously carried out a specific operation. The task of the section manager is to maximize use of the staff and equipment available. According to the workload which has been formulated for each shift worker in a section is assigned a targeted start and finish time for each planned component operation. Once the plan has been approved by managers, the shift workload is made available at the workstations. In order to make information on the shift workload available to staff, the MES system at PSIIMC uses touchscreen terminals. Terminals are set up next to the shop floor machines and designed to serve 4 to 5 units. To receive their own individual shift workload, workers use their unique plant ID card. A worker goes to the terminal, holds his ID card up to the reader and sees the component fabrication operations and time frames assigned to him. He selects a component operation from the list on the screen, clicks on Start, and goes to the machine to carry out the assignment. Once the work is complete, the worker is responsible for clicking on Complete on his shift workload log or entering a note explaining any departures from the proposed schedule. All information on deviations from the schedule during the production process is promptly transmitted directly from the workstation through the mail system to the dispatch office, lead operator and power engineer, as well as other subdivisions overseeing the production process. This significantly reduces stoppage time and the time that it takes departments and staff to react to an interruption in the process. Independent of the worker's report, the system records the start and finish time of the work carried out on the shop floor machines, showing the actual time equipment was in use. The reports in the system allow the section manager, specialists in the planning and dispatch office, and manufacturing management to track the progress of work in real time, as well as any departures from the plan during the shift. The system provides analytical data on the workload of employees and equipment, departures from set requirements, and downtime for any chosen period. Currently, information from these analytical reports enables ongoing correction to reference data used in planning in the ERP system. The introduction of the MES system is improving the quality of the production planning system throughout the company as a whole. PSIINC plans to expand manufacturing and introduce new capacity and new state-of-the-art equipment to produce unique complex components and units. The intent is to roll out a full-scale project to introduce the MES system throughout the manufacturing process, bringing new sections into the system one by one.